We're back now with Holtsford's highlights, and there's been no shortage of outstanding performances from Alabama high school athletes these past couple of weeks. If you'd like to see your highlights here on the show, don't forget to send them to David Holtsford at the email address on your screen. Let's get right to all the action. We pick up the highlights this week first by checking out defending 1A state volleyball champions, the Addison Bulldogs, 14-3 on the year in a big matchup versus Cold Springs, a battle that took place at the Meek Invitational Volleyball Tournament. Addison, coached by Kayla Woodard, showed domination at the net and from the serving line, with Daisy Baker leading the way with 44 kills and 36 digs for the week. Setter Hadley Butler quarterbacked her team with skill, dishing out 119 assists and making 36 digs. The Bulldogs posted wins over Cold Springs, Meek, and Class 4A Curry. The Bulldogs have more matchups this week against Decatur Heritage, Coleman, and Lynn high schools. The unbeaten Clay Chalkville Cougars 3-0, coached by Drew Gilmer, opened Class 6A Region 6 play last week with the Pell City Panthers in style. Super athlete quarterback Jalen Mbakwe accounted for 4 first-half touchdowns, including this great run for 59 yards and a 44-yard TD pass to Mario Craver. The Cougars in Mbakwe accounted for 238 total yards of offense on the night as Clay rolled to a 46-7 victory to go 1-0 in region play. The talk in Northern Alabama this season has been about the play of Fort Payne's high-powered offense led by quarterback Dax Varnador. The Wildcats, 3-1 of coach Chris Elmore, were in top form in their Class 6A Region 8 opener versus May Jemison as we pick up the action in the first half. Varnador, who fired 4 TD passes to 4 different receivers, is shown here, making the connections look easy as Fort Payne cruised to a 61-13 win over May Jemison. His TD passes covered 55 yards to Caden DeBose, 15 yards to Nolan Fowler, 14 yards to Riker Shankles, and 19 yards to Blake Griggs. Varnador has passed for 795 yards in 3 games this season. Remaining in Northeast Alabama, we check in on red-hot Gadsden City and Buckhorn in another Class 6A Region 8 contest. We pick up the action early with Titans quarterback getting his team off to a fast start with this 68-yard TD pass to Keyshawn Curry on the first offensive play of the game. 3 minutes later, Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. fields a Buckhorn punt at his own 10-yard line and weaves through the Bucs defense for a 90-yard Gadsden City touchdown. The Titans, 2-1, went on to win 49-14 and is now 1-0 in Region 8 play. Moving to West Alabama, we check in on a big Class 3A Region 5 rivalry between Gordo and Winfield. Green Wave quarterback Cameron Lark takes the snap in the first quarter and claws his way into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Later in the game, Javian Lark takes the handoff from Cameron, breaks the tackle, and speeds the rest of the way to the end zone for another score. Gordo goes on to win this Region 5 opener over the Pirates 25-18. Next, we head to Scottsboro, where the Wildcats and Boaz Pirates are locked in a high-scoring battle. Scottsboro sets a school record to win this contest 63-38. That's right, 101 points scored collectively by both teams. Scottsboro also had a total of 650 yards, second best in school history, with 562 yards rushing, another school record. Sophomore fullback Jacoby Edmondson, filling in for injured starter Keelan Alvarez, responded with 242 yards rushing on 14 carries and scored 3 touchdowns as the Wildcats, 3-0, opened Class 5A Region 7 play with the win. Scottsboro rushed for 9 touchdowns, also a school record, and place kicker Cole Rochelle, a sophomore, was 9 of 9 on PATs, extending his current streak to 31 in a row. He is 22 of 22 this season and 55 of 57 for his career. For Boaz, quarterback Tyler Pierce was 24 of 41, passing for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And a victorious night for Elmore County at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga as they open Class 5A Region 4 play with a convincing victory over the Aggies 35-7. Mickey Shadricks and Caleb Brooks with you. Caleb, this game started off. Sylacauga got off to a pretty good start. Matter of fact, the entire first quarter, neither team could really get much going, but Sylacauga was at least keeping this explosive Elmore County offense in check. but then the second quarter came.
Yeah, no, I mean, they played really well in the first quarter, but when the quarter changed, all of a sudden Elmore County really got going on the offensive side of the ball, and it started with this play right here early in the second quarter as they found Everson, and then a kind of miscommunication on the kickoff gave Elmore County the ball right back, and those two touchdowns happened within about 15 seconds of each other of game time. And then right here, a big screen play. This was 3rd and 19, and Everson catches it, doesn't let it hit the ground, takes off, gets into the end zone, and makes it 21-0 there for Elmore County. 21
points in that third quarter. Now, Sylacauga scored this important touchdown there as Franklin and Swain connected to make it 21-7 at halftime, but then just too much Jabari Murphy and company as Elmore County goes on to pick up the win 35-7.
And that'll do it for this week's edition of AHSAA TV Weekly. It's so great to be back in the full swing of high school sports, and we look forward to bringing you more from around our great state next week.